Well, hello, this is your good old buddy, Dr. Matthews. I am here again for another exclusive interview where we exposing one of these Texas school districts. The one that we have that is very much so just corrupt as all get out is College Station Independent School District. Now, I'm sure you all have followed my work and seen all the stuff that I have exposed in Brazos County and pretty much dealing with CPS all the way on down. Now we're getting directly into the educational portion of it and the things that they have done to children of color. So we have a mom that's here right now today, but we have her as anonymous because the retaliation is so thick in that climate. But guess what? That's not going to keep her from keeping her mouth closed because she is going to tell the story and we got all the evidence to back it up. So tell us, Mom, what's been going on in College Station Independent School District?
Well, some of the information that I'm going to provide, it started the last day of the fall break when I received a phone call from College Station PD stating that they had my child's phone in their possession, and he allegedly had photos of other students, and a lot of students provided this information and reported this. This is what I was told. He stated that admin was going to give me a call, but he told them he would let them know that I had the phone, and this is while I was sitting in the drive line. So when I pulled around, I'm thinking I needed to pull in the front because obviously if PD is on campus, my son would be with him. So at that time, my child come walking out to school and get in the car. And he said, I've been in the office for an hour and no one told me why. So I shared with him about the phone and everything. He said no one told him why he was in the office. The principal, Miss Cameron, told him she would let him know when his parents get on campus, which I never received a phone call. And when I pulled around, I noticed officer's vehicle was still on campus. So I pulled around into the school to go speak with the officer. He came out as if they were standing at the door waiting on me. He said he didn't have much information. I can contact the sergeant. But he do know that a lot of students, he continued to say a lot of students reported this incident. And at that time, he provided me evidence paperwork for the phone. And once my son provided me with the information of how his principal got the phone, he said she told him to set his backpack in one office, make sure your phone is not on you, and put him in a different office. And he went back because his name was called for pickup and asked for his belongings, and that's when she stated that we're keeping your phone, and she provided him his backpack. When I contacted the sergeant didn't have much information that evening, and I provided him with the okay of searching the phone because my son assured me there was nothing in his phone that he could get in trouble for, and he didn't have anything to do with whatever they were stating he did. After that, everything just became an act of retaliation after requesting documents on how this phone was received and who provided this information to them. And we're here today because my son was issued an arrest warrant for assault, which I was notified when I picked up my son's phone from the detective probably a week before Thanksgiving. And when I told her it didn't sound like anything was resolved because there was nothing in my son's phone, and they had no further information for me. That's when she stated, didn't he hit a student in the head or in the neck or something last week? And I was confused because I hadn't heard anything about it being reported. So at that time she said, well, we're just looking into it because the parents would like to press charges. And that's when I felt that the principal had coerced the parent in pressing charges because nothing was found in the phone. And on my way out to PD, the detective basically asked me, was it a different school my son could go to?
Oh, wow. Well, we're going to get into it because y'all know how we deal with evidence. Because first of all, one thing that we're not going to do, we're not going to discuss anything without having evidence to substantiate what is actually going on. So I'm going to run this by you with this evidence. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is the College Station Police Department property receipt, which is here. So This was, you requested the police report from College Station PD and they failed to provide it, correct? Okay, so tell us a little bit about that, because the only thing that I see here is just the incident number, the property receipt, and it says something, possession with intent to promote child pornography, unlawful electronic transmission of sexual explicit material. And then I see that you requested a public information request, which is here. And they responded to you on this. And then I see that you also requested it dealing with the Attorney General. So tell us about these documents that I just brought.
Basically, the information they provided stated since no criminal charges were brought against my child, it was no need for them to provide me with that information. After that, I haven't heard anything from College Station PD, and College Station ISD continued to state that they did not provide the phone to College Station PD. The officer confiscated the phone, and we went back and forth about documentation on what occurred on that day, and I have yet to receive that other than some handwritten documents that they provided.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me is that since they couldn't nail your son with the child pornography foolishness, now they want to try to nail him with assault of a kid. Oh, wow. Okay, so then I have a question. All right, so we have this person here. Her name is Sarah Goolsby. She's the Chief of Staff and School Leadership at College Station ISD right here. This young lady right here. Okay. Now, this young lady, I'm looking at an email that was provided through her in regards to what I'm looking at is that she clearly skipped the special ed process and went straight to discipline. And trying to bully the parent, I see. Tell us about this email that Ms. Sarah sent.
I had sent multiple emails requesting documentation of the search incident that occurred regarding the phone, and I requested to speak with the superintendent after I had attempted so many times and no one basically provided me with the documentation. And her response was basically stating that first she started with College Station PD confiscated the phone. My principal did not provide the phone to them. She went on to state that my child had attended 5 schools in College Station ISD, which is not true. He has attended the schools that are in our in our zone, which for each grade level, as well as she stated we could meet to discuss a behavior intervention plan. And I was confused because it had nothing to do with a request of documentation regarding a search. So in the email that I returned back, I informed her that my child does not have any behaviors that interfere with his learning abilities, nor does he have any issues with communicating his emotions, which would be the reason the child would need a behavior intervention plan, as well as a functional behavior assessment has not been requested on my child. So how can we skip to a behavior intervention plan?
Exactly, because I'm looking at that and that, wait a minute, I just got a text from my research team. I thought this heifer looked familiar. Her right here. Let me see. I knew who she was. She used to be in Navasota Independent School District. Here it is right here. Got a cold research team. Here it is. She was in Navasota. Hold on. Yeah, so they got some stuff on her right here. Navasota ISD. Hold on, there's another one. Oh, Anderson ISD. Okay. So she likes to district hop because this was her with that school district too. And then now she's over in College Station Independent School District. Oh, I thought she looked familiar. I thought I knew who that was. Here she go again. Yeah. So this lady here, see, this is what happens when they recycle rogue educators like this one here. But then we have this lady, Chrissy Hesser, who's the director of student services for College Station Independent School District. This one right here. So I'm looking at this document with her. So you asked for a document on the behavior and she told you to stop emailing her. Then I'm looking at this document here. Like, why is you handwriting stuff, giving this to a parent? Like, what type of professionalism is that? Then, okay, here is the behavior plan. So how you gonna skip the special ed process and go straight to this? Okay, so tell me about this.
Most of the time she was included in the emails. She kind of played as a middle person in covering up the lack of integrity that the principal has on campus. And when I requested the documentation from the search, the principal gave one story, and my husband spoke with Miss Hester, and she gave a totally different story, which it went from having pictures of students in the phone to selling porn. So when I emailed the principal back, after they realized they both had provided two different statements, she got upset and she called me the next day and told me to stop emailing. They would not be emailing back and forth. After she provided the information, after she said stop emailing, I asked for the documentation that I requested. That's when I went over to the office and she provided me it was 2 to 3 weeks later, those handwritten documents of the incident, which does not provide the information that I requested of how did College Station PD gain possession of the phone, when did this occur on campus, and it went from 9 to 11 students. Her story continued to change as she continued to try to cover up Cameron's lack of integrity.
So basically, you were asking the right question. And so by you asking the right questions, that's what nerved them up. And that's also what nerved up that corruption that they was doing. So that's why they couldn't even get their story straight. So therefore, it couldn't go like, okay, well, we can't pin this on them, so we're gonna pin this offense on this child. Well, them some dirty dogs. And then I see this here dealing with the level 1 complaint that you filed, right? You did a level 1. Okay, so tell us about that complaint. Because see, here it is right here that she filed with College Station ISD. And just to kind of give y'all the dynamics of it, Bryan ISD is pretty much where all the black kids are. Okay, College Station ISD is pretty much predominantly Caucasian children that's in that district. So her child is one of the African American kids that's in this district, and baby, they trying everything they can to flush him out, including making up lies. And if he did not have the parents that he have, baby, it would be some more stuff. So go ahead, tell us about this level 1 complaint. Tell us.
The level 1 I filed included Miss Cameron's actions, which started last year when my son's first year on campus. Probably a month after school started, my son came home and he continued to tell me, hey, my teacher said you need to come to the school, you need to have a conference. And I was like, wow, what's going on? My principal keep asking my teachers how am I doing in class with my behavior, and when my teachers tell them that I'm doing good, I don't have any behavior issues, she's asking them, are you sure? And she does this in front of me all the time. So that was one incident. Then the AP emailed me, making all these allegations of stuff that was going on campus, and I informed her that I had spoken with all of his teachers and no one informed me this was taking place on campus. So I requested a conference. The day before the conference, my son get in the car and he say, did you tell the principal to put a cubicle in my classroom? I said, what do you mean a cubicle in the classroom? He said, the principal came down, they put a cubicle in my English classroom.
Okay, so y'all see this. So this was being done, segregating a child in this day and age in a general education classroom. And to add insult to injury, I know y'all want to know who this lady is, right? Yeah. Let's show y'all the principal, and her name is Piper Cameron. And this is at Cypress Grove Intermediate in College Station Independent School District. So this is her. Baby, I'm gonna need her to get her roots done. Because baby, this is not tea. And clearly she looks like an educational assassin, in my opinion. Because from what mom is telling me, she is really doing every tactic that she's trying to do to flush this African American child out of her school where she's the educational leader. So
I don't trust the fact, especially when you got roots looking like this. Okay, go ahead now. Tell me about it. Okay, in the conference, the AP started by sharing the incidents that supposedly occurred on campus. She had a whole spreadsheet for, remind you, this is a month after school. I have not been notified but once of incidents occurring on this campus by this same AP. And she's going through these incidents that supposedly occurred, as well as providing video footage. And in the video footage, it clearly shows that what she's allegedly saying taking place is not. Um, she stated that he was cornering a female student in the hallway. Him and a female student playing back and forth in the hallway. They both walk off, just like normal students playing in the hallway. And so I asked, after she shared what she had to share in the conference, I asked Cameron, I said, well, also Cameron, why are you asking my son at 8 a.m. in the morning, what is he looking at? As a principal on the campus, why would that even come out your mouth? Asking a student that early in the morning what happened, what occurred. She said, well, he gave me a funny look. So after that, I then went on and asked, I would like to know who put the cubicle in the classroom. So the AP said, oh, we put it in because you requested it. I said, I would never request a cubicle in the classroom, in the general education classroom where my son currently has an A. Why would I want to segregate my son and isolate him from the rest of the classroom? She, after she was lost for words, Cameron decided to speak. Well, we put that cubicle in there, and I said, basically, you're telling me it's okay that this cubicle is okay in a general education classroom. After that, she didn't speak anymore in the meeting. She got offended and upset.
and she should be, because I'm looking at this email that's right here that was dated on December 4th, 2024. And this was where a kid stated that it was that another child that was Caucasian had a weapon, right? This child was a Caucasian student, talking about he had a weapon to defend himself. So this principal likes to do selective discipline, because why wasn't the police called and this kid clearly had a weapon? Okay. Then we have another incident of a Caucasian kid with pepper spray. And there was nothing immediate with that. And this was an email that went out on September the 13th. Okay, so why the cops wasn't called on this one, but the cops was called on this woman child? Because, okay, living while black, got it. Then I'm looking at the conduct referral report. Now, see, with this conduct referral report, let me explain something to you guys. I am very well versed when it comes to dealing with this type of stuff because I attack schools all the time. And what I'm looking at here is that this conduct referral report is not even detailed at all. And I'm looking at this and it's very vague. And it has a lot of inconsistencies in the report. And you can definitely see it when you get to the end of this interview. But what really caught my attention, which I felt like, why is she still working there? So, Mom, I'm going to ask you this. This documentation that I have with this conduct referral, your child last name told it? Oh, because your child name is on here. Your child in the 6th grade? Okay. Your child live on Spartanburg Court? Oh, wow. Your child ID number, or better yet, your child birthday is in April? Oh, well, that's what I'm looking at right here. And then wait, we got another one. Um, was your child born in June? Your child was born in June. Okay. Your child last name Bailey? Oh, look here, y'all. We got us another document that violates FERPA,
But
federal law.
that information with that student, that's how found out who actually was accused of having students' pictures in the phones.
But it's more. It's more students here. Okay, so that's why I want to get confirmation. So that's why I'm asking. Is your student last name some any name Samaya? Was your student born in November? Oh, well, how did you get access to this?
It was provided to me by the district, handed to me from Miss Hester. Those are documents provided to me.
Hey, y'all giving other student information, and you giving concrete information. Like if she was a scammer, don't you know people can get light bills in these kids' names? Oh my God. Then wait a minute. Okay, I got another name. Your child last name Stevenson. Was your child born in September of 2012? Oh. I see this address on the kid too, and this here was given to you too. So they giving you student summaries of other children, and they not yours, right here. So I wonder what Governor Greg Abbott got to say about that, because again, that violates FERPA. You cannot give another student's personal information to an outside source, and that is clearly what's happening under this superintendent, no, this principal's watch. Yeah, the one with the bad hair. Yeah, her. Interesting. And then I see this last picture that was provided to you, right? And it got some real bad words on this picture of this text message. But what I find even more so disturbing, the same principal took the picture of this and she is smiling in the background of that picture. If you can see the shadow of it, she's in the back smiling. So what you smiling for? This type of stuff, this is nothing to smile about. You're smiling because you're thinking this is one way we can get rid of this N-word child. Oh, that's what you're trying to do. Well, I'm gonna let you know right now, sis, ain't none of that happening. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I also heard that you one of the ones that like to talk trash to black women. Talk trash to this black woman and watch what's gonna happen. Yeah, I said that about your hair. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, I said that you need to be fired. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, I said that you violated FERPA. The documentation says that. I said that you're a racist. The evidence shows that. You is nothing more. You and that entire team are educational assassins that are placed in the educational system to try to break down our children like they did back in slavery, where they try to break down the male and female slaves. I'm letting you know now, you've been exposed, sis. Now go get them roots done. So anything else, Mom, that you gotta tell everybody since they try to shut you up? And who gonna shut her up? Not you. Who gonna retaliate on her? Not you. And baby, I don't mind coming to Brazos County again. I already turned out CPS. That's not a problem. They know me very well in Brazos County. That ask that news station, because I don't play with them either. So is there anything else about this College Station ISD with these racist suckers and rats that's in there?
Parents really need to pay close attention to their students' disciplinaries. They need to go visit the campuses and see what's going on, because most of these disciplinaries were not provided to me. I received a phone call saying one thing, but on paper it said something totally different. They provide information basically to build behavior plans in College Station ISD for our students to be put in special education based on behavior. Even making statements such as giving us a phone call saying our son was dyslexic and he's in advanced English class. When that didn't work, now we receive an email stating that he's disruptive in class, he's breaking things, stuff that he's never done before, he's walking out of class, which is elopement. Those are all used to build behavior plans for student behavior. Basically, verbal abuse, physical aggression, and elopement are the top three things used in behavior plans. You need to really go through your child's disciplinaries and pay close attention to what's going on the campus, including taking their grades, because we have a few situations going on with lying about grades, losing assignments, waiting until I received the email 5 minutes before grades are due when I requested email before, looking for assignments that were missing, stating all grades are due at 4:30. Different stuff like that, which is very important for our students to be successful and our children to have a good experience while they're at school, because right now this is a very hostile environment for a child to be learning in.
Absolutely. And I send this message out to TEA Commissioner Greg Morrell. You better get down there to College Station Independent School District, because they got some real problems that's going on, especially running around here giving other students educational records to other people that's not their parent. That's a problem. Discrimination in the school system is a problem. Setting up children is a problem. Just because you can't get them on one disciplinary action, you try to set up another disciplinary action to where that can add giving them a criminal record. So it appears that College Station ISD is trying to set up children of color in regards to leaving one system going to the prison system. So I'm letting you know now, you've been exposed and we're calling you out. Stay tuned. Bye now.